I think I need to include some background information on how I got here. My ex, a 60-year-old male, has neurodivergence of some sort but refuses to get tested. It is accepted by everyone but him. He has a tendency to start arguments 2 weeks before an event, not communicate at all for 2 weeks, then once the event is over, start text arguments to get the relationship going again. This became a routine I worked out quickly in the relationship, but basically Christmas, birthdays, funerals, any event really, I would be on my own. I started to feel like a single person with a guy on the side. He also never bothered to meet my family, saying they weren't relevant to our relationship. So I ended up having to go into hospital for planned surgery I have been waiting on for years, a life-changing surgery for a woman. He started an argument 2 weeks before surgery and stopped talking to me. I'm so fed up with this game that I don't even bother texting anymore. I go in for surgery, he texts me good luck for surgery, but I'm already in. My daughter messages him I'm out of surgery and to come visit me. He doesn't reply to her or show up. So I'm angry, and when I finally get my phone, I block him on a messaging app but not on my phone entirely. He doesn't bother to show up to the hospital at all or to my mother's house where he knew I would be recovering. He texts me 2 weeks later saying he'll drop my stuff off, seeing as I, quote, quietly dumped him. His family say I'm not communicating with him now, so it's my fault. My family are fuming he abandoned me, again. I'm recovering quicker than expected, but I'm not sure if hormones, drugs, or me being fed up are a factor. However, I'm a firm believer in trying to do the right thing and would 100% want a guy to know why he's been dumped. But to me, it should be obvious why. I love the guy, but was a bit of a doormat where he was concerned, which is his family's description of me. His family are great people, and I think just want everyone to be happy. They don't blame me for my actions and are disappointed in him. They have told me to do what I need to do for me. My boyfriend and I have been together for about 8 months, and things are mostly really good. He's super thoughtful and always trying to do nice things for me, which I love about him. Last week, he was acting all mysterious, saying he had a surprise plans for my birthday next month. I wasn't trying to snoop or anything, but when I was using his laptop, I saw email confirmations for this resort in Cancun. Like a really fancy place with those overwater bungalows that cost an arm and a leg. Here's the thing, my boyfriend works retail, and I know he has some money aside to move out of his parents' place eventually. We've talked about our finances before, and he mentioned wanting to keep that money saved for when he gets his own apartment. This trip would probably cost him close to $4,000 with flights and everything. I'm torn because it's so sweet that he wants to do something special for me, but I don't want him to blow through all his money just for a vacation. I also feel weird that I know about it now when it's supposed to be a surprise. Part of me wants to just let him surprise me and act shocked, but another part of me thinks I should say something so he doesn't make a huge financial mistake. I really don't want to hurt his feelings or make him think I don't appreciate the gesture because I totally do. But I'd honestly be just as happy with something more low-key that doesn't stress his budget. In a state of emotional exhaustion, I find myself at a crossroads, contemplating the end of my marriage. The constant ups and downs have taken their toll, leaving me feeling drained and defeated. Despite my best efforts to maintain a sense of normalcy, the arguments have grown more frequent and intense, often triggered by seemingly trivial matters. Reflecting on the events of Monday, when my wife engaged in a cruel joke, pretending to leave me and take our daughter with her, I am left questioning the very foundation of our relationship. This pattern of emotional manipulation has eroded the trust between us, making it difficult to envision a path forward. Counseling, it seems, is not an option she is willing to consider, leaving me to grapple with the decision of how to proceed. The thought of ending our marriage weighs heavily on my mind, yet the escalating conflicts and the use of our daughter as leverage has become unbearable. I know there is never an ideal moment to confront such a reality, but the mounting strain and hostility have made it clear that action must be taken. With a heavy heart, I must find the strength to communicate my decision and navigate the uncertain future that lies ahead. My boyfriend and I have been together for a year, He's a great guy and has been pretty accepting and understanding towards things. Recently, I had some issues with my health that may affect my ability to get pregnant, so we decided to have a talk not too long ago about having kids. My boyfriend wants to have kids and possibly start trying within the year, while I want to wait a little longer. I told him that I would prefer to be married and then have kids and to be a little more established myself and be an adult. He makes quite a bit more than I do and has told me that if I wanted to be a stay-at-home mom, I could. I have told him that I would sign a prenup if it was related to money, but he still continues to say that he doesn't want to. I feel very hung up on the fact that I want to be married and then have kids, while he is totally fine with us having a kid and not getting married, even with our latest conversations. I'm just not sure how to feel or if I can even get past it. I have asked him what his reasons are. He has said that it's just a piece of paper, and if he was supposed to be married, it would have happened by now. Also, he has said that if I wanted to stay home, I had the option, but he said he would pay for daycare or a nanny, but he said it was up to me whether I wanted to stay home, work part-time or full-time, or as needed. My partner and I have politically different views. We do agree on some stuff, but a lot of what he agrees with or thinks is making me worry. In the beginning, he had no interest in politics. After some time, he started initiating random debates with me, sometimes really harsh, where he targets minorities, women, and so on. We both live in different European countries, but we follow a lot of American politics, as the United States has a big impact on how the rest of the world takes action. He said that if he had to vote in the United States, he would vote for Trump and definitely not Harris, as she is diversity, equity, and inclusion. I am quite a leftist and a feminist, and have multiple times explained to him how Trump sees women and minorities, but he values billionaires getting taxed less and does not seem to care about the environment and women. He does not think a relationship can split up over politics, as they are just opinions, but to me it is a huge question about morality. I am starting to be worried for his morals and our future together, so I am questioning what I should do. My girlfriend of almost 3 years has an issue with showering. Sometimes she goes days without showering. She says it's because she has attention deficit hyperactivity disorder and it's hard for her to do anything. But I don't know. When we first started dating, I did notice that she went days without showering. When I brought it up, she said it's because she is not in her home and she doesn't like showering in places not her own. I thought it was valid since she used to spend most of her time at my apartment and I had roommates. However, we now live together and she still doesn't shower or clean herself every day. I have to sort of force her to do it. I get that she has attention deficit hyperactivity disorder and it's hard for her to do anything, but I feel like personal hygiene is a big thing. Am I being too unreasonable in asking her to shower at least every other day? Because I feel like I have had enough and I want to put my foot down. Also, how would I go about asking her to shower? I have tried talking to her and she keeps saying the same thing about how it's hard for her and how I don't understand. I would appreciate any advice. My girlfriend and I have been together for 2 years. We recently moved into a rental townhome 5 months ago. We have been in talks looking into buying a home together. However, there are a couple of things recently that have made me hesitant. A couple of months ago, I caught her texting another man she played co-ed softball with. He asked if we were still together and she said, "For now." 2 weeks ago, during an argument, she decided to leave and pack a bag. She was screaming at me that she would find another apartment. She stayed at her parents' house for 5 days before coming back. So given these things, what is anyone's advice as to whether I should even try to make this work or cut things off right now? It makes me nervous thinking about being tied to a mortgage with someone so inconsistent. The co-ed softball guy is 50 years old, I have her location, and it was always at her parents' house. I am not worried about her cheating with him, but more so the betrayal in general in the text. My husband, who is a 36-year-old male, and I, who am a 37-year-old female, have been married for 3 years.
Over those 3 years, I have noticed an increase in mansplaining, man-related behaviors that really bother me. He regularly interrupts and talks over me. He corrects nearly everything I say, even when I'm right or the issue doesn't have a right or wrong answer, and scrolls his phone when I'm trying to talk to him. All of these things make me feel like he doesn't respect me. I've tried on several occasions to discuss these concerns in a calm, non-reactive way, but no matter how I approach it, he gets offended. I really don't think he realizes he does these things, but if I point them out, he feels like I'm lumping him into the patriarchy, when in reality, he's one of the good guys. I think that my suggestion that he does these misogynistic behaviors is incongruous with his self-image, and therefore feels like an attack, but the result is that the issue just gets abandoned. How do I express my needs in a way that he will respond to?
We are newlyweds, barely hitting a year in December. Last month, my husband was hit by a car while riding his bike home from work. He fractured parts of his back and many other issues. I have been dealing with lawyers and managing his doctor's appointments. I care for him now while he's on bed rest. He's been getting depressed, and today he told me he is craving romance. Usually when he tells me this, I give him a romantic bath or go out to dinner or even get him gifts or plan activities together. Now, with money being strict and him incapable of travel, all my ideas of romance are blank. I have no idea how to romance him like I used to. I have just been under so much stress and have been busy taking care of him, he says he feels like a patient rather than a cherished husband. What can I do to make him feel loved and romanced while he's in this condition? If we need anything more right now, it's romance.
So I came home from work one night, and my girlfriend was at her friend's house. I offered her multiple times to pick her up when I was close to being home. She declined and said she was already getting an Uber, which is red flag number 1. I called her when she was in the Uber, and I heard a man's voice in the background, one that I recognize. I immediately said I was at her house and wanted to see the Uber driver drop her off. She hung up and then FaceTimed me on the side of the street saying she wanted me to pick her up when she was 8 minutes from her house. Every time I bring it up, she makes me feel like I'm crazy or that I'm just stripping. This happened about a month and a half ago, and I keep bringing it up to her, and every time I do, she says, "You need to stop bringing this up or this isn't gonna work." So I stopped. But I always think about it and end up bringing it up again. I love this girl so much. Part of me doesn't want to believe it, but my heart is telling me something isn't right. I, a 27-year-old male, posted a 1-year anniversary story with my girlfriend, a 25-year-old female. We both look young for our age. We are Asian. A guy from college, who was white, who I have not spoken to in about 6 years, replied to my story, and this was the exchange. Him, how old is she? Me, why do you ask? Him, people wonder if she is 18. Me, she is 25. Asians tend to look young. It is a weird thing to ask someone after 6 years. I see you have not changed a bit. Him, I am happy she is old enough. Him, I see you have changed. I have not replied since. Was his question valid? I would say we both look young for our age. Me, maybe 24 to 25, and her, 21 to 23. I am not sure. It kind of insulted me, and I am not sure what to think of it. I'm a 30-year-old female and have been in a few relationships, ranging from 3 months to 3 years, with men aged 25 to 35. When I've asked if they want to have a shower with me, they've always been hesitant or don't want to. Personally, I think it's so romantic showering with a spouse. You're both chatting away, soaping up, cleaning each other or yourself. Sometimes it's sexual, sometimes it's not. I just like to know, what is with the hesitation? The men I've been with haven't had body issues and have generally been very comfortable with being naked. Showers usually happen after sexy time, a form of aftercare if you will. Some of you are so cute sharing your intimacy stories, and I appreciate them so much. Also, some of you are super judgmental. I'm not forcing anyone to do anything they don't want to, just curious about why.
Just like the title states, I am a 29-year-old female. My brother is getting married, and I am a bridesmaid. My boyfriend is not. My boyfriend has a young son, and several other people who are invited or a part of the wedding party also have kids, but this is a kid-free wedding. My boyfriend just said that is fucked up and he will not be attending the wedding if his son can't go. I know my future sister-in-law was going back and forth on the decision and was going to make an exception for some, but decided not to because she thought that wouldn't be fair to others. I don't know how to handle this. It's not my wedding and I don't have a say, but I want my boyfriend, who will hopefully one day be my husband, to be there because it is my family. No other people who are a part of the wedding seem to have a problem with this. Can you help me? Also, my mom already got him and I a room at the place where the wedding is going to be.
Basically, we went to Sephora together and I said I needed to buy a new concealer, but I didn't have enough money for it. I had 20 euros and asked him if he could add 4 euros so I could buy it. He was okay with it, said he was gonna buy me the concealer and that I could give him my money right after. He then said after paying that it was a gift and told me to keep my money. But then, like a few hours later, he literally asked me to give him the money back? I don't understand, honestly. Why would you say that you're offering me something if you actually don't want to? This man made 400 euros today, by the way, and I never ever asked for anything.